understand that you have certain knowledge of SCP.
SCP, that I do. A band of punks? Or are they? That is the question, my friend. That is the question. Are they true lords of rock to shatter the essence of rock itself? I mean, punk, that's not the point. The rock and punk are different. Or, my friend, are these kids don't even know what they're doing? Are they? Now that is a question you need to find out. True punks or not? Are they? Tell me.
With love and hate tattooed across the knuckles of his hands. The hands that slap his kids around because they understand how death of glory becomes another.
SCP started as a punk music group, but shortly thereafter it became a gang. Its members included its leader, Camilo, and others, Alex Hercules and Gandhi. This is their story.
A couple months ago, I don't know, I saw some kids wearing on jackets and stuff.
And what do you think of that?
Well, I mean, they don't really seem to be gang against anyone. They're just kind of there. Pointless, should I say. Yeah, it's Alex and then this kid Camilo, who's scary.
How did he get the name Gandhi?
Honestly, I don't know. I believe one time he told me that he wore a shirt with Gandhi's face on it, or a quote of Gandhi or something, and everyone called him Gandhi, which is pretty stupid because, I mean, why don't kids start calling me Hawaii? I mean, kids call me Hawaii, I just, what are you smoking?
I completely hear you, man. People always calling me like black tie, white shirt guy. I don't know where the hell they get that messed up idea. God, people, you know?
Something about teachers.
But what about the leader, Alex Hercules?
Alex Hercules. For one, he's got a tattoo on his ass. That's all I heard. For two, I don't know. It just seems like a well-rounded kid, you know. Just like he's just doing good, I guess. Everyone knows him. I think it was Bon Jovi.
The famous rock musician Bon Jovi?
Yeah, you know, hello, hello. I think it's just a big picture of his face. I don't know why. I heard that. I don't even know if it's true, but that's what I heard.
What else do you know about SCP? How did they get started?
It's a good question, my friend.
Are they that popular at all?
I don't think so. No. But they're working on it, alright? You know, you gotta give them credit for their work of like their guitars and their basses and like the drums, you know? Yeah,
definitely.
I think they're getting there. They'll get there eventually.
I just know that they're just huge, blown up right now. I mean, you go down to the corner of the quad, you go to the left side of the quad, you go inside the quad, you go out down the stairs while the guy with magic cards hang out. Everything you see, it's like, oh, hear about those guys. It's ridiculous. Everyone's like, oh my god, like there they come. And they just walk out of the classroom like, you know?
Yeah,
like
dude,
slow motion. I don't even know how they do it.
I understand what you're saying with that. Oh. But from what you've heard around campus, would you say he's a punk? As they say?
Yeah, I'd say punk. Probably he's just a punk, you know? Everyone's like, oh, there's that punk kid. He's just like, look what he does. He just spits like all the teachers' desks and stuff, you know? Like, he'll do whatever. Like, that's what punk means to me, you know? Just doing whatever. He's doing it.
What do you think of Camilo?
He's a
thug leader.
He's a pretty thugly guy, gotta say. He's pretty bulky. He kind of sings though, so that doesn't really make him very punk. But you know, every band has to have a vocalist, so it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all cool.
Would you classify the other members, Gandhi and Camilo, as also punks?
No, not at all. That kid Gandhi was just, who is this kid? He's, for one, not short Indian kid. He doesn't go like Saya or anything like that. Like, he should at least respect what he's like, his name, you know? He should at least respect that stuff, you know?
How long have you known about SCP?
Probably about 3 months now.
And do you know what they're about, really?
Satan.
Yeah. I got this one. It's like, Yo, SCP. Yo, that's cool with me. Yo, you ain't gotta say 1, 2, or 3, you know. You ain't gotta do any of that stuff because SCP. That's how I was trying to turn that into.
The idea of Satan, the image of Satan. Satan is all around us, and that's what Alex is really trying to let the people know. Everyone's walking around with these chain crosses praising God, and Alex is just like, dude, Satan is all around. You need to recognize, because the first people to go are going to be the non-believers. I saw Alex bashing his head with a rock, and then he just looked up to the skies and was like chanting some weird thing, and his eyes rolled in the back of his head. And there was that one time where they strangled a rabbit and put it in a pentagram made out of ketchup.
And how many animal sacrifices do you do on a daily basis?
Let's see, I mean, the entire group as a whole, we do exactly 6. Just you know, a small percentage of the number of the devil. But me personally, I try to pull off as many small animal killings a day, like squirrels and gerbils, stuff like that. But you know, if I can get a large animal, I will. Mostly we either make a gas circle and light it on fire with make a pentagram form, or we'll carve it into our skin. My pentagram has stopped being worked on, and I haven't been able to do it recently. But back in the 8th grade, I had a large pentagram, and you know, some kids even start carving it in their foreheads, and I knew this one kid that would hit himself in the head as hard as he could with a knife. His name was Steven. His real name's Esteban, but everyone just calls him Steven. And I once saw him beat his head so hard that he was just bleeding all over the place, and everyone thought it was pretty cool. It was a good way to worship Satan.
What can you tell me about this dangerous local gang of thugs?
They're posers.
Yeah?
Plain and simple.
What has led you to that conclusion?
They all, basically the group SCP, aka Santa Cruz Punks, is a collaborative group of anarchist street, basically gutter punks, yet they all live in multi-million-dollar houses and have never done anything even remotely linked to the gutter punk lifestyle. You don't have to dress like that to be a punk.
And why do you think that so many people are under the assumption that this is a punk group? I mean, how did they get that idea?
Well, I think it's just mostly our cover. You know, we wear these punk clothes, you know, and we try and act humorous all the time. You know, you might see me laughing. It's just because I'm trying to still keep my punk image for people walking around. No one wants to think that I'm actually a satanic cult member, you know, and it's just our cover. Just around here, no one really accepts those kinds of things.
A punk is somebody who doesn't go with the mainstream, but doesn't go with the anti-mainstream, if you know what I mean. They do whatever the fuck they want. True anarchy doesn't have a following.
Well, they've actually kind of dressed almost in costume, essentially.
Precisely. They're in a uniform in a sense. I know kids who are hundreds of times more punk than them, that are the most clean-cut looking people you'll ever meet, until you get to know them, that is.
Of course. So a punk is almost more directed by their actions as opposed to how they try to look.
Punk is a philosophy, not a fashion. I think they should focus more on what they do instead of how they do it.
All dressed in uniform, so finely drank and killed to pass the time, wearing the shame of all their crimes with measured steps. They walked in line, 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 they walked in line. They carried.
As of recently, there have been rumors of a fracture within the group. Their future is as of yet unknown.